Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. This time we're still at Pacific Edge in Santa Cruz, California, but we are top roping as opposed to bouldering. Starting off here, we have a nice 5/8 to kind of get the mood going here. Slowly working my way up here. Now, Pacific Edge is the first climbing gym that I have personally ever climbed at. And I love top roping, so this was by far my favorite part of the climbing experience was top roping versus bouldering. So really enjoyed this session here. Starting off with this nice, light, easy, kind of yellow not V, I was going to say V8, but no, it is a 5/8 here. Nothing too crazy, no big moves. There's a little fun part towards the top of the section here. Gotta do a couple foot swaps. And then this one, you kind of just did a little pistol swap to stand up. Like a heavily assisted pistol swap, but similar to that. Now, overall, I feel I haven't really top roped at too many other gyms versus bouldering. I've bouldered at a lot of other gyms. And Pacific Edge's bouldering grades are on the more difficult side. That was a fun move right there. Kind of did a little palm down to stand myself up and pull myself across here. And this is like kind of the little fun section. I enjoy like these stemming problems here where you kind of have to push against two different rock faces, or I guess, wall faces in this case, since they're not actually rock. Got out there with the left hand, got the left foot up pretty high, and then I was able to match the top here. Then on this same wall, I did this 5/10B. This was definitely like a step up here. Since it's been probably 5 months since I've last top roped. I think that was my last top roping video on this channel. I really just, I think my arm stamina / endurance is just kind of bad right now, and I don't really have it. I need to kind of like get it back. So it was fun to do it. I'd love to come down here and top rope more. So I look forward to doing that in the future here. But this blue climb, this I think was the hardest part for me right here, was just kind of standing up and then like really pushing myself up. That was a terrible hold I went for. I went for a foothold, and then I quickly realized that it wasn't going to work, and I made an evasive maneuver with the hand to get myself up there. But once you're over that eyebrow on this wall here, it's a relatively, I think it's slightly positive slope, I think it's called, where you can lean against the wall more or less here. So it makes it kind of nice to climb these. Now, on this move here, I kind of got a little confused. I was trying to like figure out where to go. I used a foothold, what I thought was a foothold to make the next move. Then here again, I was kind of like, what do I do here? I kind of just stepped up, and then I reached out with the left hand. And then again, some more stemming happened here. Got the left hand up. I used that hold there. Now, most of these crimps were like full crimps for me, which I don't think is like the greatest thing in the world, but I was still able to do the climb with it, so I was happy with it. You can see my fingers are already like, ow, we don't like how much you're crimping us right now. So my fingers are definitely taking the brunt of the force here. And then here I do like this weird like 3-fingered over 2-hand match. That was fun. And I was able to kind of lean into this hold here, which helped a lot. Got under the rope there with my left hand. Stepped up, and then I was able to match the top. Now, this by far was my favorite climb of the day. This wall is probably 5 or 10 degrees overhung. And it is just, for at least myself, I don't like I was saying earlier, I don't have great arm endurance here. So this was definitely one of those climbs where I just had to keep going. I couldn't really stop, take too much of a break. So it was a lot of kind of just trying to read the climb as I was going. I didn't really try to do too much of that before I started, for better or for worse, I guess. So I'm trying to move at like a pretty regular cadence here. Looking back at it now, I look like I'm climbing really slow. So I feel like that's definitely something that I should have been a little faster at. But I mean, hey, that's the whole point of kind of filming yourself climb, is you're able to review it and really really get good feedback for yourself. Getting the feet up here. Now at this point, I'm starting to kind of feel the burn, and I'm like, all right, I'm about 2/3 of the way up the wall. I was like, let's see how much more I can go. I tried to stop and like shake my arm out there a little bit. Didn't work out too much here. And then I tried it again because that right hand's really nice. So I shook out my left hand there. Able to stand up on that right foot. Kind of a big move here. Going up to that one at this point in the climb, at least, where I'm starting to really get pumped. So at this point, I'm trying to make smart decisions and make them as fast as I possibly can. Get that right foot up, and then I get that left hand up on that side pull, and then I'm able to reach the top. And then I do promise I match it there. Took a little bit of a break, belayed my belay partner around a couple climbs, and then we jumped onto this wall here. Now this yellow one, I don't think I rested quite nearly enough because it started to really kill me right towards the end of or at least my arm started to really like kind of burn towards the end of the climb here. But I would say overall was a pretty solid climb here. This one, now this wall is slightly, I think, pretty neutral. It's not overhung much at all. But it is definitely not slab in any capacity, so it is a lot of still, you got to kind of hold on with your hands here. No easy resting spots. Able to kind of get up here, feeling good at this point. Got that far right left hand there. Now this hold that I'm grabbing on with my right is kind of like the bane of my existence. They're like kind of jugs, but they're not, and those just completely tear through my grip as fast as possible. Oh, thanks for covering the camera there for a little bit. I appreciate that. So here I was able to just kind of, these holds are like really eating through my grip like strength at this point. I'm trying to work as fast as I can. I'm really starting to feel burn right now. I took a little break there, which maybe I shouldn't have, but not 100% sure. Maybe it helped. I don't know. But I was able to get that right foot up, kind of stand on this little ledge here. That ledge was on. Again, 2 of those holds that just eat my grip up. I'm really feeling it right now. I'm like, okay, I got one more move to make. I kind of stand, go for it. I'm grabbing on. I touch it, and then I was done. I was like, okay, we made it. I tried this black 510D here, where I think I could have done it, but I didn't quite get as far as I wanted to on my first attempt at it. But it was seemingly to be a quite interesting climb. So I got that left side pull out there, kind of bumped that foot up a little bit, and I was able to grab onto that hold there. And as I was standing up here, I realized this hold doesn't really have much grip on it. I don't know how I was like trying to figure out how I was supposed to use that. And then my foot slipped off and I was like, okay, there's just no way. So instead of trying to like, fight through that, I was like, you know what, let's just do some climbs because that's more fun to me right now. If this was a gym that I frequently was a frequent attendee of, then I would definitely be more willing to look back and try that climb again and kind of get it right. But regardless, we got this yellow 510B here. I was trying to look around here, got my foot down just a little bit. And then I was trying to, now you'll see me kind of poke my head around the edge here. And that's because I fell off here because I was trying to like lean around the edge. But then what I ended up doing was looking around the edge and I was like, oh, there's a yellow hold right there. So I kind of knew what I needed to do now at this point. So I got back on the wall. Got back on the wall there. Kind of stood up here. Got that foot placed nicely. And I was able to use the wall to my advantage here. Kind of use that little foothold there just to help myself, like, I guess, move over. And then I was like, okay, where is it again? Okay, it's right there. So here I used the wall and then I just kind of slapped around. I was like, oh, I found it. I grabbed the hold. And then from here, it was kind of home free, honestly. I was able to get onto that big hold there. Use these little like foothold to kind of stabilize myself and continue using the wall all the way up. Here, I kind of made sure to shift my weight more over my right leg. Or at least I tried to here. And then I realized, okay, I can just kind of reach up and grab this like hold. But then I was like, that didn't really help. So again, I went back to kind of putting my weight over the right. And then I was able to grab as more of an undercling. But then I was like, no, that's not right. And then I realized, oh, you know what I have to do? I got to do this weird like stand. Maybe I don't know actually what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? I don't remember this. Oh, I did a little foot swap over or step through. And then I was able to stand up and get my foot up there. And now I have this nice hold here. And now I'm really not using that little ledge there because there's no yellow holds on the other side of that wall. Then I was able to stand up here, still using that undercling side pull weird thing there. And now from here, it felt pretty easy, smooth sailing. Get up there, and then here, kind of again, reach up. Nice stand on that foot. Get that foot up one more time. Reach around the corner using this ledge right, or this edge right here. Stand up. As you can see, these walls are very slabby, so it's not too bad on the actual forearms themselves. Then here I'm able to kind of rest, stand up, pinch that one hold, get my body up, foot up, and then lean over. That's the top. I felt pretty good about that. Then I was like, you know what? I want to do this 5/8 here. So I kind of immediately hop back on this. So it is a more, I am definitely like weakened at this point, but my forearms didn't feel too tired here. So I was definitely happy to continue climbing. Got this, kind of getting the rope was kind of in the way there. So again, a lot of these climbs, I forget how they set them. So it takes me a second to like kind of reorient myself. And then I realized, oh, I kind of want to lean over here and then step off of that. And then use that little one right next to my knee, my left hand. And then step up and then grab that. And it would once I grabbed that, it felt really good. Once again, stand up, kind of grab onto that. One more time. And we're kind of working our way towards the left here, towards this edge. And then once again, I kind of pull. Oh, no, I don't. I push myself and get myself up here. And then I'm trying to do a little foot swap here. I was able to do that successfully. Then I'm trying to figure out, and I look around the edge here, and I accidentally slip because my foot pops off the wall there. So I do a little break, and then I'm like, you know what? No rest. Let's go immediately. So I'm like looking, okay, what do I do here? Kind of pop my foot back up onto that green one where I slipped off of. And then I knew, all right, I just got to stand and pull on that. And it totally felt fine. Match that hold that I just pulled off of. Take a quick rest there. And then match that, pull way up, stand way up on it. I got that side pull there. And then honestly, once I felt that side pull, I was like, all right. Once again, do a little weird, like, step up, get that right foot up really high, almost do a step through. One more foot up, right hand there. One more step through, and then pull myself all the way up to the top. And match the top. Last but certainly not least, I think probably my cleanest climb since like the first two was this climb here. Just started off nice and easy. This is a 5/8, so it should be a lot easier, and it's a 5/8 overhung, so slab I always feel like you got to add 1 grade to it. But we get this climb going here. Pretty solid so far. I'm feeling happy with how things are going. A couple left foot, right foot going on there. Then I get up and over this brow by getting that right foot up, able to stand up on it nice and easy. Then I stand up on the left foot here, use a foothold as a handhold, which I don't know what I was doing there, to be honest. Then I'm realizing they're putting these holds that they're definitely more juggy than the ones I say I hate, but they're not feeling amazing. But I was feeling fine at this point. Wasn't too worried about falling or anything. Stand up there, kind of got the side pull going. Just trying to get my feet up a little bit higher here. Able to elevate, grab onto that one, get that right hand up. Now that hold is terrible. I did not like that hold, but the right hold I was happy with, so I was like, okay, you've redeemed yourself. Got the feet up. There's 1 foot out to the right there, which I finally end up using now. And then I realize, oh, I'm 2 holds away from the top. Feeling fine. Nice, solid right last hold. Able to match the top. One more time, get the feet up, match the top, slap it. We're happy. And we start our way back down. Now, overall, I'd give Pacific Edge a solid, like, 8 out of 10 on top roping because they do have a really nice lead area, but their bouldering, it's hard for me to grade it anything above like a 5. Maybe it's a little biased because it's a lot harder than everything else, but I mean, hey, part of working out is feeling good about working out, and it's kind of hard to do that if you go to other gyms and they're just so much harder that it feels almost impossible. But that's besides the point. Overall, Pacific Edge, a great gym in Santa Cruz area if you're looking to top rope. I highly recommend it. Bouldering, on the other hand, I would personally recommend agility boulders, but if you're bored with agility boulders, go try out Pacific Edge and see what you have, see what it has in store for you. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And as always, keep on climbing.